I met you in the club in Atlanta, Georgia. You said me and my homeboy were coming out with an album. You looked at me like, yeah, nigga, right, but you gave me your number anyway. You were on the talcum. Powder house about to earn. Just moved away from home to school with big plans. By day, studied the history of music. By night, just to pay for that shit, you dance. To get your pants was a mission impossible. We were both the same age, but I suppose wasn't on the same page, but in the same book of life. So I paid you when I felt that you were getting off of work, or either when you're on your way to school. We started hanging like Ernie and Bert, and in my idle head, I'm thinking cool. Just when I think of going down your shirt, you're hiking up your skirt now. The events that followed had me volley if your hometown would be heaven or hell. The angelic nastiness you possessed made you by far the best, therefore hard to tell. You dropped me off by the dungeon, never came in, but I knew that you were wondering. Now are these niggas in this house up to something? Selling crack sack by sack so they can function. Well, yes and no. Yes, we were selling it, but no, it wasn't blow. Cook it in the basement, then move it at a show. Then grab the microphone and everybody go ho. Meanwhile, the video starts playing. BET, college radio in a van, packed full of niggas with a blunt in their hand and one in their ear. You know what I'm saying, but I kept your number in my old phone. Got a new chip clip with the wrong. So it took me a minute to retrieve 7 digits, but I promised I would call you when I got home. But when I got home, I never did. By the time I did, heard that you had a kid by some nigga indicator who replied, see you later, when he got the good news. That's life shit. Now I'm 19 with a Cadillac. My nigga had a Lex with the gold pack. Got a plaque, but I'm living with my pop. So I got a block and a low jack. You're kinda fast for that fella in class who used to draw and never said much, cause half of what he saw was so far from that place you wanna be that words only fucked it up more. Follow me, are you starting to gather what I'm getting at? Now if I'm losing you, tell me, then I double back. But keep in mind, at the time, keep it real was the phrase. Silly one said now, but those were the days when spring break and Daytona and freak nicks made you wanna drop out of college and never go back. Move to the south, but that ain't a Kodak moment. With myself and Big Boy, well, you knew it was Torn. That's right, you were around before this shit begun. Well, Torn had a daughter and Salter was made to mature before the first tour. We hit the road like Jack, laughed and cried and dropped it back with some yak. Girls used to say, y'all talk funny, y'all from the islands. Got laugh and they just keep smiling. No, I'm from Atlanta, baby. He from Savannah, maybe. We should hook up and get toe up and then lay down. Hey, we gotta go because the bus is pulling out in 30 minutes. She's playing tennis, disturbing the tenants. 15 love, fit like glove. Description is like 15 doves in a jacuzzi, catching the Holy Ghost, making one woozy in the head and comatose. Agree? Enough about me. How's about you? How's the little kid? She was about 2 the last time we spoke. I hadn't smoked or took a shot of drink, cause I started the second album off on another note now. That note threw some niggas in the hood off. But see, I fall out, and before I fall out, I slow my lack down to a nice speed. The brain was that fried egg I might need. New direction was apparent. I was a child looking at the floor staring. So changing my style was like relief for the primitive beast. Yes, I was on the rise. East was the street to make bread. Never primary concern. Just to hop on these beats and wait my turn. I'd meet Muslims, gangsters, bitches, rosters, and macaroni niggas. Imposters. So on the trip to New York on some beeswax, I get invited to a club where MC's at. And on stage is a singer with something on her head similar to the turban that I covered up my dreads with, which I was rocking at the time when I was going through them phases, trying to find anything that seemed real in the world. Still searching, but I started liking this girl. And if you know her, it's Erica on and on Badu. Paul Tyrone on the phone, why you do that girl like that? Boy, you ought to be ashamed. The song wasn't about me, that ain't my name. We're young in love and short, we had fun. No regrets, no abortion, had a son by the name of 7, and he's 5. By the time I do this mix, he'll probably be 6. He knew the arithmetic, we knew the language arts. Y'all stand against the wall, blindfolded, we throw the darts to poke you in the heart and take you from the start to when luxury transportation meant I'm on a card. Or either when your girlfriend that went to Maze, mama or her daddy let her borrow the Benz because she's smart. Or maybe if your neighbor does you a huge favor and he sells you that rabbit that's been sitting in his yard. You fix it up, you trick it out, you give it grams, you give it bump, you give it all your time, cause that's all you can think about. And that's as far as I got.
It's time that we peak. It's time. That's what the world is looking for. And treating one another. It's time that we fun.